Hi, everybody. It's Boog Sciambi. Welcome to the show.
A reminder, fans.
Hey, get that sand right
This
here.
one drilled right center field. That one.
All set to start the ninth inning in this one. Amanda? Well, it's a one-run ball game. Now, Philip Edmonds, 1 for 3. Swing and a pop-up foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swings through it. That's an outstanding splitter she features. When she tunnels it with her fastball like that, it puts batters in conflict, and that gives the edge to the pitcher. This pitch popped up. Thurston in position. But it's the pitcher that makes the catch. And there's one away. And she should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now she can attack with even more confidence. Jonathan Egan, the next to hit. Corner infielders guard the lines. They're trying to keep extra bases at bay. One down. Base is empty here in the ninth. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Might need to start the swing a bit sooner with that excellent heat. Got the batter swinging for the K. Only one out remaining. Theo Gillen getting ready to hit. Tough lefty-lefty matchup here for the hitter. The best approach is to stay up the middle. Even if you're a little late, you can send an opposite field liner. She reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Waller is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And this game is over. The Red Wings hold on to win a tight one. Ready to go? So they turn to their closer, Amanda Waller. I'd expect the defense to be on their toes. She tends to pitch to contact, not as many strikeouts as a lot of relievers. The 0-1. This one in the air, center field, Rodriguez. And there's one away. She's 2 outs away. Mason Auer getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Foul ball there. 0-2, rocks and fires. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Only 1 out remaining. 3 straight fastballs, and he gets caught looking at the third one. Pretty quick AB. So down to their final out of this one. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. She gave them a textbook performance out of the pen. And ready for the closer summoned from the bullpen, Amanda Waller, comes in with a chance for save number 2 on the season. Bash down the right side, but foul. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a ball. That one a little bit high. Impeccable discipline to lay off of that one. Wow. Set down looking for the backwards K. Leadoff hitter retired here in the 9th. A lot of hitters will look out over the plate to the outer half with 2 strikes, and they're less able to react on a good fastball in. That might explain the batter taking strike 3 called here. She's 2 outs away. Ambioris Tavares digs in now. 1 for 3. Skies this one to center. Rodriguez. 2 down. Digging in now for the Stripers, Rich Berry. To the left side, but it is well foul. And she delivers. Foul ball there. Trying to eke out at least 1 run and send this ball game to extras. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Strike 3, got him swinging. And that's the ball game. The Red Wings hold on to win a tight one as this one.
time in this great game we love. Lauren Shahadi, Melanie Newman, Carlos Pena coming your way from Studio 21 and MLB Network. We get to watch another exciting debut together. The second female to play Major League Baseball will take the field. Of course, we were all rooting on Mia Lewis, the first to break into the majors, and now her childhood friend will reach the highest level of professional baseball as well. A bond they'll share forever.
Yeah, they're going to look back on this for a very long time. And what I love about this is once you get past that first, which, yes, she might not have had as many headlines as Mia. We all got to see her debut and what a success that was. But this is where we start to take that really big monumental step forward in making sure that change is actually pushed upon this sport. Because now it's not a fad, it's not a trend, it's not a headline.
It's the norm.
This is the norm.
Sure.
Exactly. And this is where you start to see a little more of that diversity pool start to play into the game that we have been preaching and looking for so long. It's a big day.
Well, these two players have been pushing each other since they were kids, right? I mean, working in synergy in a sense and inspiring each other. And here they are in the big leagues together. You know, congratulations, because what an accomplishment. But at the end of the day, it's about the best players playing, right? The big leagues is the best of the best. The reason why they're here is because they've certainly reached that type of level of play.
Friends and ballers forever. Congratulations. We can't wait to watch you.
Let's take a moment now as she stands on a major league mound for the very first time. This is a milestone that transcends the game itself. And we're back. Last chance for the home team. Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated.
And a swing and a miss. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. The first strikeout of the bigs is a special moment for any pitcher. This one just happens to be historic as well.
The first K of many that I'll be jotting down on future scorecards for her, I'm sure.
She's 2 outs away. Yainer Diaz, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and she strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So they're down to their final out. Matt Olson up to the plate. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball. Oh.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt her for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. She left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Buxton, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of inning number 9. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Miami, now it's the second baseman, Brett Wisely. On the corner for a strike, 0-1. In the air to left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Ian Happ up to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Not in time. It out.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in. Runner tags for third. Across is the winning run. And the Marlins.
This girl's unstoppable. You're watching.
Number 10.
This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewalling, it's awesome.
Last chance for the Phillies. And now the right fielder, Wesley Goodman. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him, and that's the ball game.
She really steadied him on the way to the win, Boo. You know, the best relievers have a lot of confidence.
So 2 down, Dalton Rushing will hit next. 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off.
And she got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So a strong showing there from the Nats bullpen. 9th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 5 and the Reds 3. Back here in Cincinnati, and now Rhys Hines. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Over to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And now it's Austin Hayes. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground, Tenna gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Collier, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. They're down to their final strike.
She's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Waller is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. Waller with solid relief, notching her first career save in the Back here at Great American Ballpark, we head to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the third baseman, Noelvi Marte. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run. You're leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with one swing.
Yohan Duran, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
And I can't imagine.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Swing and a miss, strike one. Tap foul at the plate. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up.
Away. Clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
And next for Atlanta, James Wood. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
One strike.
Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as she punches out the first 2 batters she's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now the lefty, and a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yohan Duran.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him.
Back here at Nationals Park, here's the left fielder, M.J. Melendez. Swings through that one for strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back-to-back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Melendez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Sandlin.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players.
Pitching for Washington, number 10, Amanda.
So 2 down. So in now for Colorado, Zach Bean. 0 for 2 in this one. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Popped up, Baker. And makes the grab. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Going one. Waller measures 5 feet 10 inches, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2024. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Drew Romo digging in for the Rockies. To the right side, Baker throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Jeremy Pena digging in for the Rockies. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him. It is a 3 up, 3 down inning. Rockies are down quietly. Still down by a count of 4-2. Yohan Duran gets the call from the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 10, Amanda Waller.
So up next for Toronto, Arjun Nimala. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Bases loaded, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 1 but end up leaving the bases loaded. 5 innings complete. It's the Nationals 5 and the Blue Jays 2. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. And next for Toronto, Jalen Palmer. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Just missed.
Close pitch there, and she's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat. Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens?
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Waller back to work. And a swing and a miss.
Well, these Blue Jays looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Alec Thomas now 1 for 3. And that one wrapped foul. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Swing and a miss as he was late. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Nationals 5 and the Blue Jays 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Nick Sandlin.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
A stellar.
Number 10, Amanda Waller.
So 2 down. Next to hit, Brandon Valenzuela. A switch hitter batting right. Cut on and lifted in the air. Suzuki has a beat on it. Brings it in, and that'll do it. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. And we're back. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Luis Lara. And that's fouled off.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Got him looking. And 1 out now.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Jimenez stands in now and watches strike 1. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 9th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3.
We watch history tonight together.
For the Nationals, number 10, Amanda.
Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
So a man at first. Kevin Alcantara, the next Cub to hit. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, you know, what did she know? So glove flips to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Ward in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fastball for a strike at 95. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as she sets him down 1-2-3.
For Washington, number 10.
We go to the ninth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Garrett Mitchell. That's in there, and that's strike one.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if she can strike out the side.
Casas stands in now and watches strike one. They're down to their final strike.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Foul ball still 0-2. 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Waller faced 3 hitters, fanned them all for the save.
She really steadied him on the way to the win, Boog. You know, the best reliever.
Number 10.
Back here in L.A. And now Shohei Ohtani. In a spot like this, are you up there thinking to yourself, I'm trying to end the game?
Absolutely. It's been a long one. You're hungry, and you're ready to go home.
Fastball for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Blake Sable steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a pop-up. Ruiz under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. 2 up, 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So they're down to their final out. And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out.
2 straight.
Got him! And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close. Waller pitched a clean inning for the save.
Number 10.
Back in Seattle, bottom 9, down the third baseman, Junior Caminero. A little out front there as he swings through it.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it. Well, she's commanded her fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Here's Christian Arroyo. In there at the knees, 0-1. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. And that one popped in the air, left field. Brings it in. And that quickly 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Swings through him for the K. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this. We're in extras here, and stepping in for the Mariners, Cole Young. Strike on the inside corner. And that one fouled off.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit.
Got him! 1 out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of her hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If she keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Luis Rengifo digs in now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1 away. The winning run at second. That one finds the corner. 0-2 now.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Now the number 2 hitter.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistake.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
She's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, she's happy with those results.
All set for the bottom of the 11th. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Waller back to work. Right side. And he handles it himself for the out. And now Teoscar Hernandez to the right side, and it goes just foul. Fastball for a strike. Set down on strikes. Down to the last out for the Mariners.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So last chance for the Mariners. And now for Seattle, Jonah Bride on the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first in time. Ball game. And the Nationals salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Waller delivered some scoreless relief for them.
Number 10.
Back here in Nationals Park. New inning getting started. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jordan Walker. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but she's commanded her fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Ground ball up the middle, jumps, throws, and they get the out.
The third baseman, Brian Hayes.
Now batting Brian Hayes. This one in the air right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Here's Gleyber Torres. 0 for 3 in this one. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for him.
Struck him out looking. So they make short work of him there. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. On to extra innings. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Alejandro Kirk. This to third. Zips it to first. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. Making a move at second base. Pirates going with a pinch runner, Garrett Hampson. And here's the first baseman, Brad Boone. He's already homered here in this one. That's a strike.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. In there. Sets him down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
To the right side, Baker tosses the first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied 1-1. And your final score. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
0-1 to count.
That one fouled off. And that one is lifted in the air. Morrell on the move. He's got it. And there's 1 away. She's 2 outs away. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jordan Walker. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through him for the K. And they're down to their last out.
First strikeout for her in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when she's looking for a swing and miss like that. She throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And that drops in for a strike. Waller is just one strike away. Got it. And that'll do it. Waller hits the clean inning for the save.
She showed some lockdown stuff out of the
Number 10.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. On the ground to the left, Tenna. Whips it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Now up for St. Louis, Sam Huff.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team. Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Got him swinging.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just
hit to right, and that should do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Nationals claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. Waller pitched a clean inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Slings to first, 2 up, 2 down. Hoskins pushes it foul. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as she sets him down.
Number 10.
Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Out towards right center field. Suzuki squeezes it. Rowney tags it second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Winters stands at third with one gone in the inning. And it's strike two.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
So they're down to their final out. And now it's Mark Vientos. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One strike away. Stays alive. 2 outs and a runner at third here in extra innings. Got him, and that's the ball game. Waller didn't allow any runs and got the save.
She went out there and delivered some shutdown relief for him.
Back here in Nationals Park. All set for the start of the inning. Here comes Bryce Harper. Slider right there.
One strike.
Fought off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps her settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
That one to first. What a stop. Throws from his knees, and they get the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
So it's their last chance in this one. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And that is out of play. They're down to their final strike.
She's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Waller pitched the clean in for the save.
She really steadied him on the way to the win.
Back in Washington, D.C. New inning getting started. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Up the middle, Baker. And O'Neill is retired.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Line drive down the line, and it's foul. One down, Phillies down a run. This one popped up, foul ground first base side. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that quickly 2 away. Now at the plate, Brett Beatty. And there's a foul ball. Waller, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2024. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. This could end it. And 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Waller didn't allow any runs and got the save.
That was a really strong performance out of the
Number 10.
This is Willie Castro, the switch hitter batting right. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, she threw that fastball right by him, gives her a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you've got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
The Angels down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. And that is the ball game. Waller notches her 10th save of the season.
Well, she's definitely a reliable arm out of the pen for him, Boog. Shows how much the manager trusts her.
We have kept our eyes on the
Even before your
Welcome to high school baseball on the show live. Just about set to go now. And our starting pitcher here today, Hector Gomez. Keep an eye on this as the game goes on. With 5 pitches in the arsenal, he's got a lot of ways to approach each hitter in this lineup. But if he only has 1 or 2 of those pitches working, the batters will have an easier time guessing what's coming. Anytime you can eliminate pitches from consideration, it gives you a leg up against the pitcher. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Hauls it in on the run. And there's 2 away. And now the DH, Kent Chandler. Up the middle. And it's through for a hit. And that extends the inning. Oscar Alvarez now at the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Hold one's the count. Come on, mow him down.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. That's some great arm action from him to sell the changeup. Swings and misses. Struck him out. One hit, one left. Midway in the first. No score after half an inning. Top of the second, and now the first baseman, Bronson Phelps. Missed off the plate, and that is ball one.
Be patient.
Hey!
Get this guy out of here.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Lands foul, we'll reset and do it again. Gets a piece, stays alive. Righty sets, kicks, and delivers. Got the batter swinging. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Here's the second baseman, James Dell. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Some nasty action on his sinker, and hitters need to force him to come up in the zone if they want to avoid chasing the low stuff. 1-2 pitch.
Throw him that good stuff.
Grounder to third. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Clint Rock getting ready to hit.
Plays it first now.
That's in there for strike one.
Be patient.
Two outs, bases empty.
Calm down.
That's a strikeout looking. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. So no run. Welcome back, folks, and just a reminder that this is a 7-inning game here at the high school level.
Hey! 0-1.
Be patient.
To the right side, Duarte. One gone. Chris Esposito, the next to hit.
Be patient.
And some cutting action, but misses down low.
Be aggressive.
Pop up, foul on the right side. Rocha on the move. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the order here. Henry Pryor digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. Back up the middle, he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the third out of the inning. So they go. Welcome back to Stellar Sports Complex. And now, Elton Wilson. This has been a solid outing for him, and a lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone like he did with that low fastball. Now here's the 0-2. Fights that one off, we'll reset and do it again. Struck the batter out without a swing. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth. Kent Chandler now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air to left center, Cordova on the way over. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting right fielder, Oscar Alvarez.
Now it's the right fielder, Oscar Alvarez. Struck out swinging in the first AB.
Be patient.
Fly ball down the line. Cordova turns to the right on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We're ready for the 5th inning. Now at the dish, Bronson Phelps. And there's a strike.
Hey, stay aggressive up there.
Hoping to put the tying run aboard. In the air to left. That will drop foul. What a bitter pill to swallow for this offense. If that stayed fair, it could have been a massive momentum swing. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th.
Be patient.
Now it's the second baseman, James Dell, 0 for 1, ground. It out the first time around. The 0-1.
Come on, mow him down.
Ball, that's out.
One out, one out.
Swings and misses. First two batters retired in the top of the fifth. Here's the third baseman, Clint Rock. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance. Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing. And he got him. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. Continues to roll on. Welcome back to Senior Day at Stellar Sports Complex. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the left fielder, Jim Zamora. With all these first pitch strikes, he's clearly not afraid of contact. This is an aggressive and effective approach. Foul ball there. 0-2, here's the pitch. Struck out swinging. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. And now, Chris Esposito popped out in foul ground first time through. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side.
You got room.
Gets there, got it. And the batter will be the shortstop, Henry Pryor.
Henry Pryor.
Plays the first here.
Yeah.
The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot. But then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get some base runners aboard. It's ball 1. What a take with 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing, high fly down the right field line. That drops in no man's land, a foul ball. 1-2 offering. Good job to fight that one off. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And he goes down on strikes. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. So another good inning on the top of the 7th here. Here's the center fielder, Elton Wilson. He's done well to get these hitters chasing at pitches outside the zone. They've got to be a bit more patient and make him come into the strike zone if they want to get to him.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's a strikeout looking. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. Next up, the designated hitter, Kent Chandler, 1 for 2.
Hey.
1 out and the base is empty. And swing and a miss.
0-2.
Next pitch misses away. Ball 1. That's an 0-2 fastball that most hitters will take a rip at, but he took it and got away with it. Can't let it go by a second time. Can't squeeze it. Runner at first with 1 gone. And now the right fielder, Oscar Alvarez. Gonzalez on the move. Can't get to this one. And the lead runner has to hold on at second. Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Joaquin Fuentes. Gomez with a solid performance on the mound, but most importantly, he helped get his team the win as all eyes were on him and his senior class. He showed the college coaches and scouts that he has the pitching prowess to take his game to the next level. The high school state championship has arrived live from Pine Grove Park. I'm Ben Gelman, and I am honored to be bringing you this clash of two titans. After months. Welcome back. Today's starting pitcher, Hector Gomez. Here's the inside look. Should be interesting to see how he mixes in that sinker in this one. It's not his bread and butter pitch, but he's got a decent amount of confidence in it. The key is going to be getting enough vertical movement on it, because a sinker that flattens out often turns into a meatball. I'm sure he'll have to throw it enough to have some feel for it, but he might want to keep it in reserve for the moments he really needs a ground ball. Now here's the 0-2. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. It's a huge feat for any ball player to reach the state championship game. Let's hope he can find a moment to breathe and take it all in. Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's one away.
Batting second, third baseman, Bobby Galindo.
So up next, Bobby Galindo.
Be patient.
That's in there for strike one.
No balls, one strike.
Get him out of there.
Hey!
2 straight strikes low in the zone, and it's 0-2. Batter has to be able to lay off something off speed down in the dirt, because that could be what's coming. Now the 1-2 pitch. Struck out looking for the backwards K. 2 gone as the home first is moving along pretty quick.
Batting third, center
So
fielder,
2 down now,
Lamont
and here at the
Rios.
plate, Lamont Rios. Outfield pretty shallow here.
Yeah!
Hey, plays out one right here. Be patient.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Through an inning, no score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Julian Rodriguez. In the air to center.
Mine, I got it. You got it.
Makes the grab. And a quick out number 1. And now, Rico
Be
Rodriguez.
patient.
That's in for a strike. No score here in the second inning. And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
1-1-1.
Right back to him on the mound. And there's 2 away.
Batting sixth,
And here's the first baseman, Philip Matsui.
Matsui.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Where's it 1 now?
Strike 2.
0-2.
Throw him the dark one.
And that
That's a
one is
ball.
inside.
2 down now. Be patient.
Struck out swinging. 2 pitchers, 1 immaculate inning. Bottom of the inning. Now, Merrill
patient.
Strickland.
Hike one.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Once again, he's ahead 0-2, and he's got the
Best
power
pitch
in this
right
at bat. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. They get the leadoff batter here in the third. Efficient work on the mound there.
Shortstop, Ronald Lorenz.
Here's the shortstop at the plate,
Be
Ronald
patient.
Lorenz. On the ground, right side. Collects it. And there's 2 away. Dan Felsch, the next to hit.
Stay aggressive up there.
2 outs, bases empty.
Plays at 1 now.
And he grounds it to the right side. Steps on the bag. 3 up and 3 down. Inning over. 9 straight set down here to start the game. Welcome back to Pine Grove Park. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Boris Dietz. Back up the middle, he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. And now, Bobby Galindo. Caught looking the first time up.
Heck what?
Be aggressive.
Next one's fouled back. And 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Hey, 1 away. 1 away.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Well, he got to the 2-strike count early, but the batter stayed patient, and he didn't chase low and out of the zone. Pitcher might have to try something else to get him. Got the strikeout looking. 2 outs already in the home 4th. And here at the plate, Lamont Rios. Went down on strikes the first time through. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 down and nobody aboard.
Heck.
And that's in for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Left-handed batter waiting. Battling here, fouls it away. 1-2 offering. Grounder left side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Hey, he beat it.
No fear with 2 strikes. Really could approach at the dish. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. And now the right fielder, Julian Rodriguez. And that's the end of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and now the switch-hitting catcher, Rico Rodriguez.
Hee-haw! 0 and 1.
This one lifted to center field. Meadows on the move. Puts it away for the out. And now the first baseman, Philip Matsui. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time.
No, that's up.
Skies it out towards left center. Cordova on the way in. Hauls it in, 2 away. So digging in, Merrill Strickland. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing, and he's not missing the zone. Next pitch is downstairs. That was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later. 1-2 now. That one is foul. We'll see another. The Stars up by 2. Bottom half of the 5th.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Struck out swinging. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Continues. Welcome back to the state championship at Pine Grove Park. At the plate, Ronald Lorenz. He's starting to feel it on the mound. That state championship trophy is within his grasp. Just needs to throw strikes here.
Let's go. Pitch to him.
1-1 pitch, fouled away.
Be patient.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game.
Now batting the designated
So up next, Dan Felsch. 0 for 1, grounded out to first the last time. A little bit high.
That's a ball.
1 out and the base is empty. This is a more patient at bat than we've seen from the rest of this lineup. He's done well to get ahead 2-0. Fly ball down the line, and that is a foul ball. 2-1 pitch coming. Late on that fastball. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. The 2-2. Hot shot to third. Out number 2. Here's the second baseman, Boris Dietz.
Nope, ball.
Be patient.
And there's a ball.
Ball. Oh, yeah.
That's a teachable moment for this hitter. He knows he
2-1.
shouldn't have been late swinging on that 2-0 fastball. Foul ball there.
Give him a chair.
The Bobcats trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first, and it's in time for the third out, and that ends the inning. So another good inning on the...
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Gomez, with a solid game on the mound, enough to lift his team to the state title. What a way to go out in his senior season. He showed the scouts and college coaches on hand that he has that competitive fire to do what it takes to finish the deal. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do at the next level.
All right, welcome back to Studio 3 here.
The road to Major League Baseball. Well, it's time to see how these pitchers fare, Jessica.
Yeah, well, body movement is the first thing scouts are looking for. Balance, rhythm, and timing within his delivery, as well, of course, that arm strength. In the end, can he put it where the catcher is set up?
Jessica, your thoughts on his session so far?
This guy's impressive. He's got that real ability to check all the boxes. He's poised out there in this high-stakes situation, and that's a great sign. seems to have good command and excellent velocity on his pitches. He's showing he belongs at this level.
All right, back here with Jessica Mendoza. Day one is in the books for this young prospect. We saw him on the...
even before.
Welcome to high school baseball on the show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, David Wiseman. We'll get to work on holding this lead. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Hector Acevedo, 1 for 2.
Mow him down.
Today, of course, senior day, a time of reflection for these athletes, including the young man on the mound, who is no doubt looking back on the path that brought him here. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Called out on strikes. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. And here is Zach Brubaker.
Hey! Get this guy out of here.
Late swing, fouled off.
Be patient.
Got the batter swinging for the K. 2 away now to start the 7th.
Now batting third base.
So it's their last chance of the ball game. Right side, and this might do it. Chew. And that'll do it. They get the victory on senior day. What a win for the hometown team and their senior class. Wiseman with a solid showing out of the pen in the win. Didn't allow any runs and got the save. Couple shaky moments, but he didn't lose control and helped him get the win. Nice job. It's high school playoff time on the show, live from the... Welcome back, and here comes the closer, David Wiseman, charged with hanging on to this lead. Well, it's a one-run ball game, and here is Desmond Burke, 1 for 2. This one in the air to right, Signs, on the way in, tracks it down for the out. And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high-leverage spot. Now he can attack with even more confidence. That's smart pitching to come in on the hands because he's struggled at times with the inside pitch. Good placement on that cutter. Might be one to come back to. Breaking ball inside. And that's a strikeout looking. Only 1 out remaining. A lot of hitters will look out over the plate to the outer half with 2 strikes, and they're less able to react on a good fastball in. That might explain the batter taking strike 3 called here. So it's their last chance of the ball game.
Plays at 1 now.
Into center. And it drops in. The tying run is aboard. Aggressive approach paid off there. Found something he could hit. I might want to go back and see where the outfielders were set up for that one. Off the bat, it looked like a simple pop out, but it found a spot to settle in for a hit. And they've got some choices now with good speed on the bases. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. On the ground right side. And that's the ball game. They get the victory and move on to the title game. What a run for this team. Wiseman put together a strong outing in relief to help him to the victory. Didn't allow any runs and got the save. Couple shaky moments, but he didn't lose control and helped him get the win. Nice job. Welcome to the high school state championship. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, David Wiseman, trying to protect this lead. We head back to the top of the order. Here's the center fielder, Gustavo Villegas. He's starting to feel it on the mound. That state championship trophy is within his grasp. Just needs to throw strikes here.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Throw him a chair right here.
Got the batter swinging. It's a strikeout. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. That's straight up power pitching right there. 3 straight fastballs, and he couldn't catch up. So digging in, Patrick Pyle, 1 for 3. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. 2 away now to start the 7th. So down to their final out of this one.
Plays at 1 here. Be patient.
Swing and a foul straight back. In the air to right, and that should do it. And that's it. They're state champions. A perfect ending to an incredible season. Wiseman with a good relief effort to help lock down the victory. Pitched a clean inning for the save. Evaluators always like to see relievers come out and take care of business. He did exactly that, and they got the win.
All right, welcome back to Studio 3 here at MLB Network.
The road to Major League Baseball.
Well, it's time to see how these pitchers fare, Jessica.
Yeah, well, body movement is the first thing scouts are looking for. Balance, rhythm, and timing within his delivery, as well, of course, that arm strength. In the end, can he put it where the catcher is set up?
Jessica, your thoughts on his session so far?
This guy's impressive. He's got that real ability to check all the boxes. He's poised out there in this high-stakes situation, and that's a great sign. Seems to have good command and excellent velocity on his pitches. He's showing he belongs at this level.
All right, back here with
We're back, and on the mound is the closer. And now the DH, Edgar Hinojosa. Corner infielders guard the lines. They're trying to keep extra bases at bay. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. Slider clips the zone. Perfectly executed backdoor slider, and that's such a tough pitch to hit. It takes a very patient approach from the hitter to stay back long enough to put the barrel on it. The tying run is aboard. And here's the first baseman, Rob Prescott. He swings and fouls one off. Left-handed batter waiting. This one chopped on the ground. Johnson. That's the first out. Couple of pitches, a quick out. That'll work. Fernando Chavez getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this ball game. Tying run at second base. We're in the bottom of the ninth inning. And a swing and a miss. Only one out remaining. Just couldn't get on time with the heater in that at bat. 3 straight fastballs, and he ends up with the strikeout. Here's the catcher, Charlie Cervone. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. And the tying run at second. Swings through it. Smart work on the mound. He knows this hitter likes to chase out of the zone. That time, he couldn't connect on that slider down. Swing and a miss. And that ends the ball game with the tying run left stranded at second base. Wiseman with a solid showing out of the pen in the win. Didn't allow any runs and got the save. Evaluators always like to see relievers come out and take care of business. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, David. So digging in, Sean Moore, 1 for 3. Popped up. Bond.
I got it.
And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. James Fairchild, the next to hit.
Yeah.
The 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. In there, picks up the K. Only 1 out remaining. So up next, Stephen Kim. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
0-1.
Skied to left, and this should do it. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Wiseman with a good job in relief to help them get the W. Pitched a clean inning for the save. Evaluators always like to see relievers come out and take care of business. He did exactly. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, David Wiseman, will get to work on holding this lead. Well, it's a 1-run ball game. Venable now at the plate, 1 for 3. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw, and they can't get the out. So digging in, Craig Facua. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. On the ground to second, might be 2. He's in there. Nobody out, first and second here. And now the first baseman, Steve Tavares. A chance to do some more damage here after driving in a pair the last time up. With a double play situation here, it's unusual that he's working up in the zone. Next pitch will probably be lower. Got the strikeout looking. And that is a big first out. Now the third baseman, Felipe Flores. Into center. And it falls! In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single. They've tied it up in the top of the 9th. That concludes this year's...